I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group. Welcome to another weekly Vending Live. Today is July 10th, 2024, and joining me, I've got Matt from Galaxy Games 843.
What is up, guys? Or what's up, guys?
Also joining me, President of the MBVA, Jennifer Janes. How are you this evening, ma'am?
Hello. Oh, sorry. I'm just saying.
Hey,
hello to
Vending
Jennifer.
family.
There you go. I like it.
Nice. Welcome, guys. It's hot here. I don't know about where it is where you guys are. We were 111 today. Our high this week was 115 so far. We're dying. I mean, we're just dying, and there's fires everywhere. We're burning up. So I don't know what your humidity is like over there, Matt, but I know Oregon's been hot too, right, Jen?
We've been very warm.
Very warm.
I was gonna look and see what it was.
What do your humidity? What's it at, Matt?
6.
The last I checked, and just a few minutes ago, now it's the sun is down, and it's 83 degrees here right now, but the humidity is also 83%.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
So it's up there. It's up there.
Ugh.
That's like living in a swamp cooler. That's crazy.
Not cooler is not a word we would
A
use.
swamp cooler would be cooler than where he's at.
Just a swamp, period. No cooler involved.
Just a swamp, yes.
Just a swamp.
And you know what's funny? It's been raining like every day the past couple days until today. It didn't rain today, thank goodness. But that's
Well, that
put a
reminds
real-
me of when. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, it's thrown a real wrench into my plans because I had to move machines around, and obviously I've got the truck and no enclosed trailer, so that wasn't going to work.
Well, I know that we did the same thing, and I mean, I went and fixed a machine today, and just getting in and out of the car 3 or 4 times, and hauling a couple bags, and I was dying. I mean, I'm just like, this is horrible. So what is it in Oregon of unheard of temperatures? Because you guys don't get hot there very often.
Well, so it says it's 86, but I was in a soccer center that didn't have air conditioning, and my dad was with me, and we were just sweating. It was so hot in there.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
in the 90s earlier, but
Yeah,
I'm having trouble looking.
that's us this time of year when we go to the flea market mini arcade because there's no air conditioning there. It's just miserable.
Oh my God.
Miserable.
Yeah, no thanks. I don't like this at all, and it's not. It's. I looked at the forecast, and it's supposed to be in the hundreds for like the next week and a half. So I'm not looking forward to that. So I don't know if everybody else is suffering out there also, but luckily, our car air conditioning works, so you get a little bit cooled down in between stops, but it's miserable. So
Just enough to reset the sweat patterns for you, right? I mean, because the moment you get out of the car, it just comes right back. It just comes right back.
It's kind of like the first day I was in Arizona when I went down there for college. This girl was like, "Here, no one cares about sweat rolling down your back. Like if you wear a backpack, it's gonna happen, and it is what it is."
yeah, oh, it's
Right.
miserable. So who wants to go first and talk about their week?
I think Jennifer, can you kick it off for us?
All right.
Tell us about your week.
So this week, just kind of keeping it local. Did a soccer center this morning with my dad and my sushi places. Just kind of kept it local, and I had lots of quarters in bill acceptors. So that's always fun.
God love that.
Yeah, that seems to be a trend right now for some reason. I don't-
And $50 in my coin acceptors. Even though I bring down the gate, somehow they're able to just shove it in there, and then it can't drop, and it's so annoying. But that was my week. Wasn't bad. It was a good week.
What about you,
sure.
Matt?
Well, I've had another crazy week. So since the stream last week, let's see, Thursday I didn't do anything other than YouTube stuff. Friday and Saturday, Sunday, we went to our top secret location because we go every Sunday to that. Then Monday was the big day. Monday we did our video shoot for NIAX. It was crazy. We had, the whole like giant camera set up and lighting and all the crazy mics and everything, and there was a videographer there, And what's funny is the Nayax media team actually zoomed in to direct the whole thing. So the Nayax media team was the director in the process.
Wow.
And they were connected via Zoom, and like they had access to actually see the camera that we were working with, like to see through it. So they were making all kinds of lighting adjustments and changes and angles and all kinds of crazy stuff. It was crazy. It was so weird. And we literally, from 9 o'clock in the morning till about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, shot probably what's going to be a 3-minute video, if that. And we did so many takes and so many, like, let's just do it one more time just in case we need it, like all those kind of crazy things. And then after all that was said and done, we did our vending collection from the game store while we were there, while it was closed. So it all worked out well. It was really cool. I've developed quite the relationship with the people at the game store. And I said to them, I said, hey, listen, I need to record this video with this credit card processing company. I said, could I lease the store for a day on, like, because they're closed on Monday. So I said, can I do it on a Monday? So I'm not like interrupting your business or anything like that. They're like, dude, just come do it. You don't have to lease anything. Just come do it. I'm like, oh, thank you guys so much. So,
oh man,
so
that's cool.
yeah.
Can you tell us like what it's about, or is it top secret?
So it's going to be part of their Nayax like media promotions. One of them is an interview with me, kind of back and forth about what I use Nayax for and how I use it for the amusement side of the business and the full line a little bit as well, because they've already done certain similar videos with like car wash owners and things like that. So they wanted to get one done like that for vending and amusement and stuff like that. So there was that, but we also filmed an instructional video with installing the Nayax reader onto a claw machine, which is funny because I've done like 4 or 5 different ways to do it on YouTube. But they wanted their own video for them to use as part of their promotion. So it was really cool. It was a very learning experience. We had a lot of fun, but God, I tell you, when I got home, I was exhausted. I just wanted to go to sleep. But what's funny is, so the weather was beautiful for the shoot all day. We were indoors, but the sun was shining. Everything was great. And my plan was to take the Happy House machine as soon as we were done filming, because we actually brought it to the game store for the filming part. My plan was to take it directly from the filming at the game store to the pizza location, put it in the pizza location, take the toy taxi out of the pizza location, bring it back here to the shop, and then pull the gantry out, take the gantry to the ice cream and candy shop to put into that hot stuff machine. Yeah. It's currently having a gantry issue. And get all that done like all in one day. It was so funny because we finished it because we filmed with Nayax until 4. Then by the time we got done with my video, it was almost 5. And at that point in time, the rain had just rolled in and was pouring like crazy. So I was like, obviously we can't move the machine today. So we didn't move the machine. It sat in the game store. Yesterday we tried again. I worked all day. As soon as I got done with work, the rain came right back. So I couldn't do it again yesterday. So today, luckily, we finally got it there. We got the Happy House out of the game store. We got it into the pizza shop. I posted a picture in the Discord. If you guys are in the Discord, go check it out in the general chat. You can see it there, a little sneak peek for all of you out there. And then we brought the toy taxi back here to the shop. And I went to go start working on the gantry to remove it so I could take it to the ice cream and candy shop. But it was to the point where it was too late. The ice cream and candy shop was going to be closing. And I started working on a little bit, and it was like 85 degrees and 83% humidity. I just started like sweating, and I was like, you know what? I got a live stream tonight. Not going to do it. So we'll get to the ice cream and candy shop tomorrow.
Nice.
So that's been my week. It's been crazy.
So maybe it's in the air or in the water. I don't know. But we had a gantry issue this week too. I just went and fixed it this morning. So on one of our mini claw machines, we had a gantry issue where for some reason it wants to wind up the rope on, like the rollers that go along the gantry. For some reason, it doesn't roll up on its own roll. It rolls over onto the rolls for the rollers, and I don't know why it's doing that. So Jen told me, which I didn't think about, but I was already on my way over there, and I had an extra gantry that I bought with our machines. And you guys, please, 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 whenever you buy new machines, whatever it is, buy extra parts. Like buy an extra gantry, buy a power supply, buy a board, because even if it's covered under warranty, you don't want to wait for it to show up. You want to be able to swap it out as soon as you can and get your machine back up. So we always, when we buy new, because we have a lot of different companies that we buy machines from, and Jen's one of the ones that always told me like try to stick with the same brand, which we didn't do a very good job of. So we got all these different ones. So anyways, luckily I bought parts because I was smart. Something David told me and Jen in the beginning. So I just went and swapped out the gantry. So I'm going to take it apart tonight and see what's going on. But she had said to roll it all the way out and then let it roll itself all the way back up again and see if that fixes it. So I'm going to try that.
See if it's if it's rolling up backwards.
Make sure it's in the Z pattern too. You got to have it in the Z pattern.
Right. So I got to fix that. So we had that. We had quite a few calls this week. One guy, he had a Deadpool keychain that got caught, when they go to drop it and the little hook gets caught on the plastic, and he was all upset. And I'm like, oh, we'll refund. He's like, no, I really want the keychain. And we're like, okay. So we had to, we were in the area anyway, so we went and made him a little envelope and put it there for him to pick up, and he was all excited about it. So we just had little things this week that I did a coin mech today also. Some little kid, the stickiest coins I think I've touched in like a long time, had 2 coins stuck together that he stuck into the coin mech at the same time, and she said he was probably only 7 or 8 years old. He was a little kid, and so he decided instead of sticking one at a time, he stuck them both in there and jammed up the coin mech. So I fixed that, but little stuff like that. And then we've been working on our website. We've been doing all of our wraps for our machines. We're excited about that. But yeah, we've just been busy and it's been good. So we got an announcement to make tonight that we got to talk about here in a little bit. We got a giveaway to talk about. We already got our first super chat, which is crazy. And he's been gone for a while, so it's nice to see him back.
That's right. Waco's Car Wash channel, Elevators and More, is back with the first super chat of the night. It's a $2 super chat. He says, hey guys, I'm back. We were remodeling our shower. There you go. I did see the pictures in the Discord, and it makes me wonder, so were you having to go to the car wash and walk through it for shower purposes? Because you were going to car washes all the time prior to, and it only makes sense, right?
I'm wondering how old he is, because I don't know if he's an old guy or a young kid, but he works, man. He's always got a project of some kind, and he's always on the move. So I'm guessing he's young, because
that's how you got to be.
Yeah, he's old like us, man. I mean, we still move, but we're not.
What are you talking about? I'm always on the move. I'm always doing something.
We just built a deck this week.
Nice. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Do you have pictures you want to share? You got any cool pictures?
Listen. Don't send any unsolicited deck pics, okay?
Okay. It's not that kind of live stream. But she did send me pictures that we're going to show in a little bit that people have been asking for. Good.
So, that's what we like to hear.
Yeah, we got those coming up. So people had requested pictures from her, and she actually sent them. So I have those up on my screen here to share in a little bit. Just looking through.
Waco says he's 21, just so you know.
21,
he
okay.
Says he's
so
21.
Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I only see just kind of people saying hi and stuff. I don't see a lot of any questions or anything like that. People said it's super hot.
But still, lots of people in the chat tonight. Thank you guys for coming back week after week, for the chats, for the comments, all the questions that you guys do ask. Yeah. Don't forget to smash that like button, too. It helps other people find the stream. We would really appreciate that.
Yeah, and please, ask us questions. Even if you know the answers to them, but you think they'll help people, or maybe something you just learned that you think people might be able to learn from also. I see those videos on TikTok. It says I was so many years old when I learned whatever it is, like those kind of videos and stuff. And it's so true.
I was today years old when I learned.
Yeah, I was today years old. That's what it is when I learned this. And it's stuff that I'm like, I didn't even know that. And I'm, almost 50 this year. So there's a lot to learn. So
let's talk about something a little bit different for just a minute. Jennifer, you're in a new space, right? And Jonathan, do you maybe want to put out the wide angle lenses so we can see that background?
Sure.
I don't know. Okay.
There we go. Look at that. What is all back there? I see some very cool stuff.
Man.
So tell us about this room first and foremost. For those of you that are listening to the replay or aren't watching the live stream, we have quite the view going on behind Jen Ven's here. So tell us about it.
So this is our nerd wall.
Nerd wall.
Yeah.
Love it.
I was trying to get.
I see Iron Man back there.
What's hanging on the wall?
Yeah. Is there some sort of
what is that?
Is that some sort of
from
phaser?
Gears of War?
Yeah.
No.
Nice. That's from Gears of War. Yes.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
And then we have the new Spider-Man Lego thing. I should go grab it. It needs to be hung up.
So cool. I see some Star Wars and other Mr. Potato Heads back
Yeah,
there.
I see
That's
Mr.
pretty cool.
Potato Head too.
Oh yeah,
I see Iron Man.
I have a lot of Mr. Potato Head stuff.
Nice.
And I see Disney the
some
tea set
pop
up there.
figures, a Hello Kitty, Sonic. Man, the more I look, the more I see.
Yeah, so it's a Hello Kitty Delta Zeta of my sorority, and then I collect a lot of like
I didn't know you were a DZ.
Yeah.
Did we have this conversation before?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
You're Theta Chi?
Theta Chi, yes.
Yeah. And then
Theta
my
Chi
boyfriend's
alumni.
really into Dragon Ball Z, so I got him some Dragon Ball Z shoes. And then
Very cool.
yeah. So and then
Wow, awesome.
my Ray lightsaber is right there.
Nice.
And then right below him is the our
I see
droid.
R2D2, yes.
Yeah. And
Oh
then
my
some
God,
of the
that is
Lego
cool.
the Lego sets we've been working on.
Those are neat. Those are very cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we just
Very
got
cool.
the what's the Mandalorian ship called? The Razor Crest.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be working on that one next.
Man, that looks awesome.
Nice. That is very,
Very cool.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
For those of you out there that don't know, we've been begging her to stream from this room.
Yeah.
So that's
So cool. I bet you get a lot
there's-
more fans
There's
now.
Captain Planet. They're like Anime Frank just mentioned. Yeah, there's a lot of different things. My favorite piece is actually Akshay's. It's the Sonic the Hedgehog on one of the original Segas. He's standing on it.
That's
Oh,
cool.
nice.
I think my favorite piece.
Very
Or
cool.
I have the Mrs. Potts from Japan. So that's another one that I really
Nice.
Okay, we got some questions coming in, which is good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pop 'em up.
Yes.
Here we
Let's
go.
take some questions first of all. All right. First question coming in. It didn't show up on the screen for me.
Oh, it didn't?
No. It's showing nothing right now. There it is. Okay. Caden Harrison wants to know. It says, I have a Nyax messing up right now. I noticed it's been denying card sales. I went to test it and it says my card does not exist. Any advice or know how to fix the problem? Good question. Says your card does not exist. I've never heard of that before from Nyax.
So there's
it's
a couple
obviously.
things- Yeah.
I'm guessing
there's-
it's happening to multiple people if you're not seeing any sales.
There's a couple things you can do, troubleshooting things that I learned like over the years of doing it with Nyax. The first thing you do is you go to your machine and put in your code and go into your what's it called? The maintenance
Your technician mode.
technician mode. Thank you. And then scroll down to pull and basically
POLL.
yeah, POLL. Do that. Sometimes it'll restart. Sometimes it won't. It just depends on how it's feeling at the moment. But go ahead and pull. And basically what that does is it goes to the server and pulls down all of your settings that you have on your reader or on your system that is on their server. And then go down to the bottom and hit reboot. Don't reset it or any of that stuff. Just reboot and reboot it. It takes a while to reboot it. It takes quite a long time. But you want to do a pull first and then a reboot and see if that will get it to basically, get your settings back up. Because sometimes they also do an update and it doesn't always get the update. And when it does, sometimes the update interferes with the settings that you could already have on your machine. So we figured that works the best for us is always a pull and then a reboot. And that seems to help a lot of times. Sometimes even just restarting it, like turning the power off the machine, waiting 30 seconds and turning it back on works also. But we've had the best luck with the pull, and that seems to be the best. Otherwise, you can call customer service and they can send like a signal to it and actually do like a hard reset, but it doesn't reset it.
Did you know you don't have to call customer service for that? Anyone can do that themselves. I do it to mine all the time, especially like overnights and stuff.
Yep. So
I think it's good practice. Just like rebooting your computer every so often. These things they're just little computers. That's all they are. So
yeah. So sometimes, for some reason, it's having a hard time recognizing the cards, and a lot of times too, we'll have it where it'll take. You can swipe it, you can put a card in, and it'll work just fine. But if you go to tap to pay, it won't do it, and it's just a setting or something that has happened to the machine. But doing a poll and then rebooting it seems to fix it sometimes, and you may have to do it several times to get it to work. To be 100% honest, it doesn't always do it on the first try. So I would try it several times, and then if not, call Niax or call Candy Machines, because they have a Niax team and they can help you also. So
also, I'm wondering what your signal strength is. That could play a part of it too. So if by chance you know what your RSSI rating is, let us know that.
And I've noticed with the heat, they've been having a harder time getting a signal in a lot of our locations too, because of the heat from the windows or the
That's
building,
true.
or whatever it is. So you might want to open the back of your machine and then pull that antenna out, and then tighten the screws in the back on. Don't squish the cord, but tight as you can, and put that antenna up on the top behind the sign of the machine so that people don't see the antenna, and put it outside of the machine, or even upside where the plush is down at the bottom of your where your toys are. You can put it inside there also. But anywhere it can get a better signal is a good spot. But inside of a metal case with a lot of hot electricity running, it doesn't always give it the best signals.
Not always.
No. So
And did you say how to look to see the signal?
He says RSSI was 16, and that is pretty low. So you might need to move that antenna outside the machine.
Yeah, and I honestly, I don't know if it's a mini claw machine or what it is, but usually there's a panel you can unscrew on the back, and then basically pull it out, and the cord's thin enough that you don't have to tighten it all the way down, and it won't squish it, and you can put it up on the back of the machine, or even just magnetize it straight out the back. But just get it outside of that machine. So, question for you, Jen.
I used to run them up the inside of I would start at the top, drop it back through, and put it behind that casing. But it's a pain in the butt to do. But some places you almost have to do it.
You have to do it in the beginning before you even put it on the machine. So, if you're on location, that's a hard thing to do. But for sure, if you can think ahead when you're going to install it, or even ask them to install the antenna outside if you have somebody installing it for you. But yeah, for sure. Question for you, Jen.
This question comes from Brawlicon. Says, good evening, everyone. Jen Ven, would you put a claw machine with just a glass door and one lock at a location in a lobby that isn't monitored?
So when I saw the follow-up to it, it's a pipeline. I told them that they needed to add another hasp, and he told me, well, you shouldn't put it in a place where you need two locks. But I usually put the ones that are like that in a place where the people at the front can see them.
Yeah.
But
like a reception desk or something.
Yeah, knock on wood, I haven't had any issues with that. But with those, I would put them where someone can see it. I have one of them in a laundry where it's right in front of the lady that runs the laundry. So that's what I have done with the little winners that don't have two hasps.
Just remember, I put that White Claw machine at the flea market, so we'll find out if there's going to be problems. It's all glass up top.
But does it not have a padlock spot?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, so there might be some fun content in the future for all of you out there. We'll see what happens.
Is there any wiggle room on the glass?
No, there's no wiggle room. But
so then I think you're fine. But some of those have a little too much wiggle room, and they almost need the padlock.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I also think the padlock is as much a deterrent as it is an actual safety feature. Yeah. So if you put a hefty lock on your other one, that people are just gonna know that it has good security.
Sure.
So those coin machines we bought from you, those ones we got from you, Jen. We went to one of our locations a couple days ago, and Natalie came up to me and she goes, was this thing bent when we got it? And I'm like, what do you mean? And the top, where you close it, somebody had tried to pry the top off. And I'm like,
That
this is the first,
happens.
yeah, it's the first time I've ever. So I mean, they really had, because that's hard metal. Like that's not screwing around. They really had to have like something to try to. I mean, they gave up obviously because
Did
it's
you
so hard.
did you bend it back so people?
We're going to, yeah. I didn't have anything on me to bend it back,
I
so we're gonna
use
go.
I use vice grips, so I get the little ones that tighten really tight,
Yeah,
and I'll put two on there and just kind of like go along there, or a metal bender and just kind of do that.
nice.
They do that.
Yeah,
Um,
bunch
did
of
you? I
jerks.
thought you told me that you added a hasp to it.
You did. We're going to. We haven't yet,
Okay.
but yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, we got those new locks, and I mean, you can't really. I mean, you gotta really try to break into those things because it has the. Anyways, but yeah. So I'm telling you, people, if they can get some time alone, because it's kind of in a back room, where there's not cameras and stuff, and so people just looking for ways to get into stuff. So
All right. Elite Claw Amusements. I love this one. Says, I got a question. What are those stands called to prevent someone from getting hurt on a machine? Where can I purchase some? He's talking about only stands.
Are you
Yeah.
paying him?
No, but that's so funny. And the reason is there was somebody on Facebook that made some smart comment. I guess I didn't see it because we posted that you could get the stands on our website or whatever. And he went on there and he's like, dude, what's your deal? Like, why are you like, this is a great idea. And I guess he was really upset. The guy was saying something. It wasn't bad, but it was just, so now we just did that because he's funny like that. So you can get them on our website, howardhospitalitygroup.com. They're the claw stands, and they keep your machine from tipping over, and they work really well. So
I enjoyed talking to him. He is very interesting and so creative. It was like a meeting of the minds. It was great.
His brain is brilliant. Like, I mean, ideas, I think, just pour out of that guy's pores. I mean, he's just oozing with ideas. He's great, Andrew. I mean, he's just an awesome guy. So, and he's always very active in the Discord, and he helps a lot of people. So, thank you for your help and for your funny comment. I appreciate that.
You see anime Frank.
I didn't see his comment yet. I'll get down to it.
All right. Steven says, hey, question. Do you have any tips or tricks on how to get bigger company as a location? Who's got the biggest companies? I think, Jonathan, you've got some national chains.
We
Those
got
are
some
big
corporate
companies, right?
chains, but as far as like, I don't know if maybe he's talking about full line, and he could be talking about.
I took it as like big companies.
Yeah, I don't know if that. I mean, if he's talking, maybe you can put in the comments whether you mean like full line with like a lot of employees for a bigger location, or if you mean like more corporate style locations. Corporate style locations are really hard, and they take a lot of time, and a lot of emails, and a lot of letters, and a lot of information, and it takes a really long time. But it is doable. But what we've run into is that they have a brand, it's their brand, and it's like, if you can picture McDonald's, I'll just use McDonald's as an example. They want every single McDonald's to look the same. So no matter where you go, I mean, I'm sure the ones in China and Germany and stuff, they're different, but the ones in the United States, if you go to any McDonald's, they may have upgraded the building, but you walk in and they all look very similar, and they have a style to them. And adding something like a claw machine or something to those types of locations, they're not too keen on it, and they want it to be across the board, and that's just impossible to do with a lot of these locations. So we've had luck finding corporate locations that are run by a restaurant company that is like a local restaurant company that
More like a
oversees.
franchise kind of thing.
What was that?
More like a franchise.
It's a franchise, yeah. So they do it in a group of franchise locations that may run 3 or 4 of these types of restaurants. Doing it through corporate, it's almost impossible. But doing it through these small restaurant groups, you'll have a lot better luck, because you can get in and then basically, maybe find the right person. But it's all about timing, finding the right person, and everything. And we've gotten lucky a couple times, but 99% of the time it's always no, and it's tough. So the goal is, which we're going to be announcing here at the end of the month, we have a project we're working on where we're going to try to get everybody together and create like one big giant group that we can go after these larger locations, or companies, and see if we can work together to function as one unit, and hopefully conquer that kind of problem. So we'll see. But here's a question from Comp Magic. It's probably before for Jen.
Yeah, Comp Magic has a question. Says, what creative ideas do you all have to feature all Disney inside a claw machine?
That's hard. I mean, if you can get some good licensed Disney,
It's not going to be cheap.
it's not going to be cheap. But sometimes you can get some closeout deals from different companies. I got some stuff that came from the Disney parks for about $1 a piece. And so I was able to do a few minis that only had zooms in them for a while. But
Disney's a hard one.
It's a
really hard one.
Be very creative as far as closeouts, looking at the Disney store, seeing if they have any. For a while, they had like lots of keychains on sale, but it's hard.
Comp Magic also has another follow-up, and it sounds like you're already kind of answering his question. The follow-up is, has anyone done an all Disney claw? If so, how was it? Did the customers appreciate it? Was it worth the premium plush costs, or other thoughts?
My personal opinion is I think that if you have like David does. Oh, and people are asking where David is. He's slammed. He's so busy, and he didn't know if he was going to be able to make it on tonight because he's out on route. And it's very hot in Arizona today too, so I'm sure he's probably drenched in sweat also. But he said he'd try, but he doesn't know if he's going to make it on tonight. So that's where David is. I didn't. Sorry, guys, I didn't say that. But I really feel like if you have a location like David does, where you have a claw room or one of those types of locations where you can have specifically themed machines, I think that works really well. But your goal for having like a location with one machine is you're trying to attract as many different people as you can to that machine, and not everybody likes Disney. Like I'm not a huge Disney fan. Like
I personally wouldn't play for Disney either.
I love Mary Poppins and Moana and a couple other movies, but that's it. Like, I mean, I'm not a huge Disney fan. So, and Star Wars, of course, but that's to me not Disney. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so,
and like I like Disney park stuff. I'm not a big like just generic Disney fan.
Yeah, so you really want to appeal to as many people as you can, and as many generations and as many age groups, and type of what's the word I'm looking, like brands you possibly can. Mm-hmm. So then people will walk by and go, oh, look at that Pikachu, or oh, look at that, whatever it is. And now it's really great. Like companies like Fiesta Toys, Great Stuff or Good Stuff. Sorry. They're coming out with smaller stuff now, and for a while they weren't doing that, and now there's a lot of mini stuff coming on the market that is really cool. And if you have a company like Good Stuff that has really good, and AA Global is another one. It's just hard for the West Coast people with AA Global because shipping's kind of pricey, but they have a lot of really cool stuff that you could theme certain parts of it. But I wouldn't personally theme a machine unless you have 10 in a row, all with different themes. Then I think that makes sense. But and that and everybody can disagree, but I really feel like you want to get as many people playing that machine as you possibly can and find something for everybody in there. But anyways, yep, Claw Magic said about the antenna, same idea.
Yep, put the antenna behind the topper, exactly.
Yeah.
Jonathan, we're 1/4 of the way through. Do we want to talk about the giveaway?
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm already sharing screen in the green room, so you can just
pop it up there. Oh, you got it. Oh, man. You're the best. Okay.
Trying to keep us on track tonight, guys. Sorry, anyway, guys, take a look at your screen. We're talking about the giveaway, and we are just a few weeks away. That's right. Today is July 10th. July 31st is the giveaway date. So, again, myself, Matt from Galaxy Games 843, David from Xtreme Vending, Eli and Cody from Quick Play, Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group, we're all working together with Andy and the team over at CandidMachines.com to bring you the Crazy Claw Machine. So as you can see there, it's a really nice looking machine. It's got super bright LED lights, got a really cool looking topper. It's got the rimless corners, that lit up prize out section, and it's just so awesome. And guys, this isn't a mini claw machine. It's not even a medium-sized claw machine. This is the real deal, full-size, 31-inch claw machine, like the ones I like to run. So All you need to do to register to win is fill out a simple form, and you can find that form link in the Discord server. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, the link is down in the description of this live stream. Jump on over there, log into the Discord, click on the little rocket ship tab on the left-hand side. To be specific, let's see if it's going to mess up my screen share. No, it's not. Okay, good. It's funny, my mouse is going to move, though. That's funny. All right. The giveaway tab says, giveaway, Candy Machines, Claw Crazy, 31-inch claw machine. So find that tab, click on it inside, click the link. It takes you right to the form to fill out for you guys to be registered to win this Claw Crazy claw machine. Again, we're going to give it away in just a couple weeks on July 31st. So thanks again to Andy and the team over at candymachines.com for working with us to give away this awesome looking machine.
It's a beautiful machine for sure. Awesome. Nice.
Heck yeah.
Cool. All right. You got a sweatshirt on? It's 115 degrees outside?
It's freezing in here.
Well, all right. So what's your air conditioning set to? Let's all compare air conditioning
I have
now.
no idea.
You have no idea?
It's computerized. It's on the like eco-friendly.
Oh, nice.
I have
Jonathan,
something to talk about, unless you have things, questions to go through.
Nope.
Let's talk about whatever you're going to talk about.
I brought in two of my favorite things to always have with me when I'm on the route.
Oh,
so
cool.
one being
Okay.
if you're like cutting anything or drilling something that you're going to have shavings, make sure you have your safety glasses. And I love mine. I know they're dorky, but
They look like they have zoom on them. Are they zoom enabled? Those look like they have like they
well,
like,
they like
Do they magnify is what he's asking?
no.
Oh.
They're
oh,
like
they've got side. Ooh, nice.
Oh, and they've got foldable side things too.
yeah,
That's cool.
foldable sides. So making sure you have your safety glasses,
Mhm.
and then I brought in my knife. Why I don't know why I keep going to the wrong side.
It's like a Leatherman's tool almost, or
Leatherman, but it's
yeah, nice.
favorite because it has
So much more.
screwdriver that I use every single day. I have like 6 of these, but I love them.
Pliers.
Pliers, which I use quite often to pull
Oh, yeah.
stuff out of.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then the knife.
Got a
But
nice blade.
favorite
We need one of those.
tool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look into getting one. I don't have anything like I've got each one of those things individually, but it might be cool to have something like that for sure.
The
I love
Pepsi guy yesterday, because he came and helped me fix the machine, and he had a really cool Leatherman. Like they've gotten really fancy now, and like it had all kinds of cool attachments on it, and he had everything all in one tool. I'm like, that is pretty slick, man. He's like, I use this thing for everything, and I'm like, who would have thought, you know?
Yeah, or Gerber. Gerber has some good ones too. Their headquarters is in Portland.
So speaking of, since we're on the subject, I have something else that you sent me here, and let's pop it up.
Let's take a look. Oh,
It's kind of
look
a
at that.
mess. Sorry that it's a mess, but I just was like, I'll just live
For
with it.
those of you that are listening to the replay, we are looking at images of the inside of the official Gen Ven's. Is this your vending truck, van? What do you call it?
It's a van.
Vending van. Very cool.
Man, look at your tubs.
So
Okay, let's
it's
go by. I'll
pretty
move the mouse, and then you
Can you
tell
zoom?
everybody.
Can you zoom in? Like, can you make them
like-
bigger?
Sorry, I should have just sent them individually, but I was like, I'll just put them in a.
There we go. All right. Starting with the top image. Tell us about all this awesome stuff.
Okay, so you see the money counter?
I see the money counter. That was right where my eye went first
Yeah.
because of that fan next to it.
Yeah. So right below it is an EcoFlow that powers the money counter, and then if I do have my coin sorter, I can run it off of that.
Nice.
And then I have a few things of candy in that Skittles thing, and then the right above the Skittles is where all my displays are.
Where are
Okay.
you? I'm trying to follow you here.
You're right. You're right there.
Okay.
Right
Oh,
on.
there we are.
Yep.
Okay.
And some of my bigger tools are in that toolbox under the there's a shelf there where the money counter is. So that those red ones. So that's
Right.
the EcoFlow where your mouse is.
And for those
So
of you
this-
that don't know what an EcoFlow is, it's basically a battery backup system that can be recharged with solar panels if you have them.
Yeah, and this is one I'm just using this for now, but it's one that can run the whole house. It was my boyfriend's and it wasn't being
Nice.
used, so he's letting me borrow it.
Nice. And then
Very
you got
cool.
2 pack outs right here.
Yeah, so there's a skinny one, and it has some of my longer. It has some drills, and then longer screwdrivers, and then it has a tool that if I need to, like it's a I can't even think of it, a rotary tool. Like if I need to like cut, I don't know, has that in it, and just long stuff. Long
Nice.
tools that don't fit in anything else.
All right, let's go over to this shelf here.
This is like a photo hunt. Do you remember photo hunt back in the 90s?
Yeah.
Playing that. This is
Where's
that's
Waldo?
what it reminds me of. Like,
So
what am I looking for?
I hate the bags hanging, but my one girl that helps me sometimes, she always hangs stuff, so I've just kind of left it. But the one on the top is cans actually. But on that shelf is my 1-inch capsules. So I have 1-inch capsules the whole way down on that third shelf up.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
And then on the top shelf, there's also capsules. 1 inch.
Nice. What's on this shelf?
So that's displays.
Okay. Cool. And then I can see I see all your cards here or your stickers.
Yeah, and so I have a few of the most popular ones there, and then down below it is all tattoos and stickers behind those bins.
Oh,
And then
okay. Down underneath
I have
here.
more in the back, but yeah, and then I have gum the whole rest of the way on that shelf.
That's awesome.
I
So
also
this
saw
is your
gum
card.
way up on the top shelf too.
This is your
Right.
pack out cart, right? So you put all your stuff on here and roll it in. These are all pack outs right here, it looks like, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's the dolly one. I kind of wish I would have gotten the hand truck, but it was like about $150 more. But I stack everything on that. Oh, I'll send you that picture. I have a picture from today. I took a picture while we were out.
It looks like you got your spray and your cleaner, stuff in your buckets.
Oh,
here.
and so on the right side, that's another hand truck. So if I have a lot of stuff I need to take in, like multiple bins, it's a foldable hand truck.
Nice.
And then I usually always take in a stool.
Dude, this van is so fat. This is amazing. I'm so jealous. My Subaru cannot compare.
The company that built the shelving and stuff, he really worked with me. We sat in my van, and he's like, how would you pull stuff out? How would you do this? And so it was kind of a cool process to go through with him on figuring out the shelves, and then I did the pack outs.
All right, now we're down to...
So the pack outs, so the shelving or the drawer ones, they have mechs in them, bill acceptors, just all the odd end parts and pieces, extra claws. And David
Hey,
has
look who's here.
Hey, David.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
We're showing Jennifer's van. Welcome, man.
Hey.
Okay. Sorry, back to the van. So David's here. Yay.
Yay.
And then the back has 2-inch capsules I keep in bins now. And then I keep my plush in vacuum seal bags.
Nice.
And then I use straps to keep them from going everywhere.
It's a pretty cool van.
It's very
That's
cool.
huge. That's a full cargo van.
I recognize those vacuum seal bags. Thanks again for sharing that link.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then just a lot of odd end stuff shoved in shelves. But
Was there more stuff in the lower of the image, Jonathan?
Let me
I feel like
see.
there was more down there. No, maybe not.
There's a dog.
oh yeah, Craig,
there's the pup. He kind
Craig
of
got
blended in. He blended in there for a minute.
And when I got home.
Yeah, because that's the one that, and then this is the top one. So there's
Oh,
those three.
okay,
And then
I
she
gotcha,
just
I
sent me
gotcha.
another one. Hold on a second. Let me take this one off. And then I have another one here.
It reminds me of Scooby-Doo.
So let me pop this open here.
That little shelf that's on the side of the pack outs, the little table that folds down, I just added that like this week. I was really excited.
It's really neat.
It's all
It's like a
3D
little workbench.
printed.
Okay, here we go. Oops, I want this one. There we go. And then
So that's what I
Okay.
usually take into places.
so what's all in there, including your coffee?
So it's a toolbox on the bottom that has my keys and extra tools that I might need in the place. And then this one had 1-inch capsules and a box of stickers, and then balls are in a baggie in the top one. And then I have the cotton candy.
Is that a pump? An air pump?
Yeah.
Right there? Air compressor?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Is that for your balls?
Yeah. I
Not
like
balls.
the Milwaukee one better, but the Makita is pretty convenient because all the rest of my tools are Makita.
Nice. Very cool setup. Thank you for sharing that, because I know a lot of people wanted to see that. So
Yeah. We
Very
got
cool.
asked like for like 3 weeks in a row.
yeah.
There you go.
Hey David, how are you? I told everybody you've been super busy with
Okay.
your route and everything. Did you want to talk about all your excitement this week with all your collections and everything you've
Fill
been
us
doing?
in. Tell us how things are going.
Give me just a second. I'm trying to do some settings. Just give me 1 minute.
No worries.
Sorry.
No worries.
I guess I'm lagging with this background. I was trying to. My garage is a bit messy, so I was just trying to blur it out. Maybe I'll just go visual background. See, it's a little messy, so I was just trying to.
Well, we'll answer a
'Cause I'm in the
question
garage.
while you're fixing your background.
Sure. Let's take a question.
Jesse has a question.
All right. Jesse says, I just got approved for a $3,000 loan. What claw machine would you recommend for my first machine? Are those key catchers back in stock? That's a good machine to start with. That makes money.
Yeah, unless you're gonna do minis, you know, minis are great. They seem to do. They're easier to place. It might be great for your first machine, and you know you can get quite a few minis whether you order them from Candy Machines or Rainy or wherever you get them. Those are a great option. People seem to have very good luck with those, and then you can upgrade to like a key catcher after you get a couple locations. You can buy a key catcher, throw it in there, and then take that mini and get another location. I don't know. It's totally up to you, but I would definitely look in there and join the Discord if you're not in the Discord, because people can help you with ideas and stuff. And there's a lot of stuff out there now, which is really exciting. So definitely check out the Discord.
I'll just do a blur, maybe.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll just do the blur.
I would probably try to get as many good machines as you can so that you aren't relying on one machine to bring in enough money to pay it back.
Yeah.
Oh, Waco! I haven't seen Waco's in here. This live streams for a little.
We were saying
while.
that. Yeah, he's back.
Yeah. Oh, hey Waco! It's good to see you. So
It's Anime Frank.
Anime Frank wants to know, where can I get some display screens?
Yeah, I saw that.
From onlyscreens.com.
Yeah, the HowardHospitalityGroup.com. You can get your advertising screens. That's so funny. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that. So funny. Oh, there's more. Look, here's another one.
Claw Magic says, I'd like to know where to get different wraps for my Mega Minis.
Also on HowardHospitalityGroup.com. You guys are awesome. So funny. Appreciate the support, you guys. And they've all ordered stuff from us, which is great. And I really appreciate it. And like Jen's got some stands, and you know, it's everybody's been super supportive. So thank you so much. And we love the ideas, and everybody's been giving us great not criticisms per se, but like, you know, ideas and things to change, which is awesome.
Feedback.
So we love,
Feedback.
yeah, feedback. That's been just fantastic. So thank you guys so much.
Oh, do we have another super chat? We do. It's from Waco's Car Wash Channel, Elevators and More. Second super chat of the night. This one, a $2 super chat, says, have y'all been to Great Wolf Lodge Hotel?
That sounds like a fun place. Nope.
I've not been to Great Wolf, but I've been to many places like Great Wolf.
I have not. I've
I
never been
haven't.
there.
There's one about 2 hours away. I've thought about it.
Is it like a franchise?
Yeah,
It's a
it's
national-
an indoor water park hotel.
Yeah.
Do I have one in Arizona? Because Arizona doesn't have.
Arizona probably has plenty of outdoor water parks.
Yeah, we do. Oh, there is one. This
There you
is
go.
Scottsdale.
Oh,
the
it is?
pictures are amazing.
There's one in Scottsdale now because there was not one there when I lived there.
pool. Oh my goodness. Oh, they have a little arcade room. Dang it, there goes that question.
Yep. We used to go to one up north when I lived up north. It was called Kalahari, and it was touted as one of the largest indoor water parks in the country. And what was really cool about that is you could go in the winter, and it would be 80-some degrees inside there. You walking around in just your bathing suit or whatever, and it's snowing outside. So
They did an
that was-
undercover boss of the Great Wolf Lodge, which was pretty interesting.
Oh, nice, cool.
Look, Discord. We need to open one for ourselves. Let's all pitch in. If we all, let's see, there's 3,000 members in Discord or 4,000 members in Discord. Everyone pitches
That's
in
right.
$10,000. We open one.
Yes. All right. Ron Creation
Talk
says,
about laying around.
right. All right. The question came up, GG, where can I get Pokeballs for bulk vending machines? There are sellers in the Discord. Check out Red Claw Vending if you want something stateside. And I think Eva does them from
As well,
from,
yes.
From as well, yeah.
Yeah, Alibaba. But mini golf. They have mini golf. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on Waco's question.
For Great
I'm
Wolf
like,
Lodge.
I've never seen one of these before, and now it's like I wish I was a kid because I think I'm going to look foolish going here when I'm an adult. Well,
Trust
I am
me,
an
you
adult.
won't. Trust me, you
Really?
won't. There's plenty of adults there.
Just
Oh my.
adults? I wasn't. That's why I haven't been.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've always
This
been there with my kids as well, but I'm telling you, there's plenty of adults there just by themselves because a lot of them, there's obviously there's stuff for kids, but there's stuff for adults too. There's water slides, a lot of them have water coasters, they have jacuzzis, they have adult only pools with swim up bars, they have some of them have like what Eli and Taylor do. What's that thing called where they flow riding or whatever they have those, like they have all kinds of things like that. So there's plenty of things for just adults there too.
This is exactly where I want to live. If I ever got money together and I bought a mansion, it wouldn't be a mansion. It would be this hotel.
With all the people?
Yeah, with all the staff. Just the
Well,
staff.
I mean-
no people, just the staff
Yeah,
to like
the
do all the
staff, right.
massages and like all that.
Richie Rich over here, right?
Yeah.
I know. I've seen that movie back in the 90s.
Right.
I was always jealous of the McDonald's in his house. I was like, that's so cool. And the roller
Level Up
coaster.
Vending says, was just watching old Xtreme vending YouTube videos and got inspired to set up a claw machine during the 4th of July event, and it ended up making over $100 in
Nice.
6 hours. So many opportunities to explore. There you
That's
go.
awesome.
Thank
Way
you,
to-
David.
Yeah, way to think outside the box.
I just went through like 7 years. I guess it's been there for like 4 years. 4 years at least worth of photos. That was way too much fun, Waco. Thank you for that.
Right on. All right, Gumball Gold has a question for Jen. Says, Jen, have you tried spinner rings in 1-inch capsules from Flatline?
Yes. But I still mix them into my gold mix. So I have a few that I've put it out just straight, but I usually just mix it. It just goes into my gold mix. So
There you go.
I switch up my gold displays quite often, but usually every rack has a gold mix. And so it just makes it easier just to mix it and go with it. So, yes,
There you go.
it's a good one.
Have they seemed? Yeah, I was going to ask. Have they seemed to be pretty popular? I think that's something that, like, young adults, teens, even kids would like.
I don't think that the spinner necessarily is anything. I don't think it sells better than just like a gold mix. But I think they look really nice. The actual rings that are in that mix are like bigger, and so I feel like they have more of a perceived value than some of the smaller rings that you get from some companies.
Sure.
But that's one of the reasons why I kind of just mix from everyone. I do LNR and Flatline and All Star and SSM. I just mix it all together. So
All people you could meet at MBVA. If you go to
Correct.
MBVA in March,
That's
all
right.
those vendors are
That's
there.
right.
Do you want to give us an update on MBVA and what's happening, Jen, since we're on the subject?
So if you are an MBVA member, be on the lookout. We're going to have some emails coming out. We have a virtual seminar coming up. We haven't set the exact date, but we just had a really good meeting about it, and Jonathan was on it. And I'm really excited. The first topic is going to be on basically safety and awareness, and just a lot of things that go along with that. That even some old time vendors that were on the call were like, "Oh, I've never thought of that." So I think that there's some really great information that we're going to be bringing to the table, and then we're going to be doing one on money handling, how to process your money, and then I'm not sure where we're going to go from there. But so
Yeah.
far, that's what's coming down the pipeline.
And we're hoping that there'll be a series of them, that it won't just be like one a year. It'll be like a series of
Correct.
10.
Yeah, we're
And,
hoping to do them every other month is,
Yeah.
I think, kind of what the goal is. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Which is exciting. And then you still get to go to the seminars and meet all the people and have people speak about some of the same ideas, but in person, and you can ask questions and that kind of stuff. But the webinar idea is just to kind of help people, just pique your interest in what's going on and make you think about some things and give you some information you may not have. And we had a really good discussion about what kind of seminars to have and how to do it. And I think it's really kind of exciting because it needs a lot of people that are new to the industry, and people that have been in the industry a long time can get information from it. So very cool. This might be more of a question for David. He's better at Discord than all of us, I think.
Yeah, Glenn Robinson says he's having problems signing into Discord. Do we have any ideas?
Do you have like your phone linked to it and stuff? Is my question. Like you have an account and stuff, I'm assuming. So
Yeah, because usually if you can't get in on your computer, if you use your phone, usually you can log in and then go back to your computer, and then it seems like sometimes that helps. Sometimes there's updates too. You may have to reboot the program and then get the updates. So
I never log out of my Discord. I'm always logged in.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
They're always asking for a YouTube channel, Jen.
Yeah. Jen, what's your YouTube channel? If so, can I subscribe? Do you have a YouTube channel?
It doesn't have any videos on it, but it's called
But yes.
Gen Ven Fixes.
Nice.
So go on there and send her messages and say, post some videos.
Hold on. I'm going right now to see.
Start following me. Maybe I'll get some followers, and then
There you
I'll
go.
start posting.
Oh, another super chat. This one from Frosty Arcades, a $1.99 super chat, says, "Hello. Where can I purchase mini Pokemon plush? Does anyone have a good source?"
You're not supposed to put Pokemon in your machines, but if you buy it from a retail source, you're more than welcome to do whatever you want with it. But Pokemon doesn't have a license for cranes. So
What
that's
about
what
prize lockers?
That's my politically correct.
Well, there is a company that if you have an FEC, or it's called Redemption Plus, that they do, right? It's Redemption Plus, if I remember correctly. Or is it Toy Biz? Or Toy...
yeah, good stuff.
Is it good stuff? Okay. They'll allow you to have it
Sure.
at a redemption counter.
Toys. You were right. Toy Supply.
Yeah, I think it's toys. It's toysupply.biz, I think is who.
Toy Factory. Sorry.
Toyfactory.biz. God, my brain is not working tonight. Toyfactory.biz. They have the Pokemon license for amusement, but you are only allowed to have it at a redemption counter. You cannot put it in a machine. They're extremely strict with the licensing on Pokemon.
And if you get caught, they'll not sell you anything anymore.
Yep. So Here's another question.
So while we're bringing up that question, Jen, I am looking all over. I cannot find your Gen Ven's fixes. Like, how's it spelled? Let everyone out there know how it's spelled.
It's JenVendFixes.
I've searched that and I cannot find it. So when I do that, I get a channel called Jennifer Fix. That's not you.
No.
Let me try search instead.
Oh, it doesn't. It just has GenVend 9137. It changed it. I used to have it.
Even when I do that, I can't find you.
Sounds like you got some work to do.
Yeah.
And some videos to make. Because you have so much good stuff in your brain. You need to share it with the world.
Here, Matt, I'll text it to you.
Text it to me. Yes, text it to me, and then we'll go from there. All right, next question coming up from Bam Rinden says, what's your usual approach? What is your usual opening pitch to secure a location? What has worked best? Who wants to go first?
David.
Yeah.
David got the most. Well, Dave and Jennifer both have the most locations, so they're probably the experts.
You know, how do I secure my location or pitches and stuff? Well, I've talked about this before. My opening pitch, before I go and open, there's a prep phase. You walk in and you find the location that you want to put your machines in, and you see where you can place it. If it's a claw machine, obviously you need a power source. Then you, if you have the claw machine with you, because I'm assuming it's a mini, but if not, maybe it's a larger crane. I always have it with me and have toys with me. And then you go up to the owner and talk to the owner, or a manager. It's better to talk to the owner. And then you go and you just tell them that you're not selling anything. You got to talk to them like a friend and tell them about what you're going to bring to the table. Introduce them to the idea and let them know that, these machines are going to be maintained by you, that they're not going to have to go and feel it or be responsible for it. Let them know that you got experience, so you're going to be able to take care of these machines. And like I usually tell them, because I got 5 years of experience, I'm like, I know these machines inside and out. So when I place this machine, you got me. And then the other thing I like to talk about is my dedication. That I, not the typical vendor where that sits down the machine and walks away. I make sure that it's a location that I will return to quite often if there's needed to be serviced often. So, really let them know. Don't be a vendor that sits down and forgets about their equipment for like a month or two. So, I mean, the only time I would ever leave equipment unattended to is if it was like maybe a bulk machine, which I do. So, I don't have the experience with bulk. So that's not me.
So Bam Rinden, we just did a live stream not too long ago on getting into the industry and tips and tricks for getting started, and we did an actual whole 2-hour live stream on just that subject, on how to find locations. So we actually hunt them on the video, and then we actually show you how to, like, we show you the flyer and then how to present it and how to talk to people and what to say. But I really feel like you gotta do your research before you go to any of these locations. And we show you how to do that. You can go on Google Maps and to look at all the images that are on Google, and you can see the actual inside of the restaurant. You can find out if there's room for you. You can see what their theme looks like. You can, so you basically know a little bit about it. You can see the reviews, and find out information about who owns it and all that stuff before you even go in. And then when you actually go in there, make sure you're taking a lot of stuff with you. So Natalie came up with an amazing idea. So we just ordered some more machines, and we're going to be on the hunt again. And we've been using these flyers that we had printed, but we've got all new machines now that we're going to be going out to these locations with. So she came up with the idea to order a tablet that the kids can take in and have pictures of all of our locations, of our setups, pictures of the machines, pictures of us and what we're doing, the videos that we put in our machines and stuff, that we could show them the videos of who we are, and then give that to the kids because they're so tech savvy. that they could go in there and like, check this out and like start flipping through all the pictures and stuff, and then just have a card, that we can have them when we leave, instead of having to order these brochures, that our brochure will actually be on the tablet. So actually get into 2024/2025 instead of doing paper stuff. But then you leave them a card and then maybe get their email and you can send them more pictures. But that's a great idea. So if you guys are looking, I know like on the TikTok shop right now, they have Android tablets on there for like $25. Amelia has a really nice iPad, so we may end up just using that, and she can take that with her and go and use that. But I think for the kids, it's great because they're really tech savvy, and I think that people are all about pictures and stuff more than like a brochure, that you could actually engage them, together, standing next, like just, I can picture it in my head of seeing the kids standing there with the owner, showing them their pad and like flipping through the pictures and having them pointing to them and talking. I just think that's so like just personal, with those people, that it's going to be really neat. And I'm really excited about this idea. So maybe a tablet is the way to go. And then you can create whatever you want in Photoshop or what's the one that's online, and basically, take that with you, and all your images and stuff you want to do are all on your tablet, and use that and get into
online. Are you talking about Canva?
Canva, thank you. I couldn't think of it. So you can go to Canva, create
what I'm
your
here for.
stuff. Oh man, you're awesome. But I think that's an amazing idea. And Natalie just
called layers, so I can like I have like a couple different machines. I've photoshopped out the background, and so I'll take a picture of a place with my tablet and then just load the crane onto it so that they can see what it's going to look like there.
Yeah. And then the other thing that we just started putting on our machines is we have our QR codes. So we have a QR code for our website. We have a QR code for our Instagram, a QR code for our TikTok. And then I'm creating one now that is going to be a QR code that's going to go to like just a kind of our info page. So then we can actually put that maybe on like a business card or something.
Do you have the dot? Do you have the dot business card?
No, we just have some stuff. We have to order new ones. We're out of business cards right now because we started doing the flyers, so we ran out.
So I bought a dot, and you just like tap the person's phone, and it brings up all your info, and like it has links to your website, your Instagram, and everything. So like if I'm out of business cards, which I am right now, I can take this card and just like literally just tap their phone, and they get all my info.
That's cool. Yeah, and I think that having this QR code with like even just pictures on our website or whatever, I don't know. Because we do have a website now, which is nice, and not everybody's going to have that, but you can create a page with a QR code that's, for nothing online now. It's usually free, I think. And you just create a QR code, and then it goes to a page that you've created with just some images of you and your information, and put that on your business card. And I know Matt has a really nice business card he made for when we went to IAPA and MBVA, with his YouTube link on there. And I just think it's so cool. I think QR codes are kind of where it's at. And so we're trying to get into the 21st century, and move up a little bit. But I really feel like, why spend the money on printing anymore? Like business cards are so cheap on Vistaprint. And you can get 500 business cards for like $20. It's nothing. Where the flyers,
that's exactly what I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. The flyers were over $100.
Generator. Use one that actually is going to look cool, have a little design to it, so that it's not just this boring QR code.
Lolly coming in clutch saying, you could also put a QR code on a card that links to the video or slideshow of the photos.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. So great minds think alike. And I really feel like it's just so much easier, and then you can change it up, like if you can see what works, and ask people their opinions, ask the business owners what they think, maybe they'll give you some ideas. And the Discord is great for that. Show people what you're doing in Discord, bounce ideas off people. But yeah, so anyways, just an idea. So that was Natalie's idea, which I think is amazing. And so we're gonna for our next location, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a tablet and use that, or an iPad or something like that. So question for you, David.
Yeah. Bam Rinden wants to know, Xtreme, how are sales going? Have things started picking back up?
Honestly, this year sales haven't really increased like they did last few years. I wonder if it's because the last few years we had some really good summers, and this summer it's been super hot. But they picked up a little bit. I would only say like maybe 10-15% increase versus like last year at this time. Sales were going crazy. I was actually hoping for $70,000 a month, but I'm not hitting those kind of numbers. I'm doing decent though. I hit 55,000, but it's not where I wanted to be.
Disneyland.
And I'm not
Disneyland.
Well,
He's at
I'm just
Disneyland.
saying, like
Jeez,
after all this
that's so
growth, I
awesome.
was really expecting more. But
Dreams.
yeah, but I'm still happy with it. So. Did you
I
guys
think-
see this at all? I don't know if you've seen that my share screen. Have you seen this new arcade machine?
No, let me pull it up.
Oh
Whoa.
yeah, people
NBA superstars.
people in the FEC group were talking about it.
I want this machine. I am a big fan of NBA Jam. I had NBA on NBC in my house, the arcade game. Loved that game, and it seems like it's like the same. Even though I'm not sure who developed this one, but maybe it's the same company or similar company. It sounds like they had same voice actor for the announcer.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, exactly.
From downtown.
Anyways, I really want that game.
He's heating up.
Oh, what do you guys think? You think that would do well in the Olympics?
Yeah.
Of course it would. Yeah, for sure.
I don't.
NBA Jam was so
I'm a little
popular.
more skeptical of it actually.
Are you?
I think that like there's so many people that have the video games at their home with those games on it that when it's more the video,
But not like that.
I mean, it
I
kind
see
of-
where she's coming from though. Like if I had a choice between putting another redemption type game or that, I would choose a redemption game.
or
100%.
an actual like shooting the basketball.
Yeah, basketball hoop.
I think that's a little more. I don't know. I think that is a really cool looking machine. I just think that there's a lot of parents that are like, you have basketball at home. Why do you want to play that?
Yeah. I actually did buy some basketball machines.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, for the first time, I finally ordered some basketball machines. So
I can't wait to see them, man. They look really cool. I'm
too.
excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'll see how they are.
Where are you gonna? Do you have a spot for them already?
Yeah, I do, but until it's actually here or in place and stuff like that, I don't want to jump the gun and be like, oh, because it still takes a while to build it and get it shipped and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I am excited. If anything, I love basketball, and I'll just have it in my back of my shop and just play here.
I was at one of the NEN warehouses and they were putting together all the basketball machines that came in. And
Those things are huge.
he said
Yeah.
that they were there for like a week putting them together.
Oh,
Did I tell you what happened
hope
to
they're
us?
not that hard.
I think I
Oh,
told you
yeah.
guys. Yeah,
I
that
remember.
we got those basketball machines, and they're the NBA ones. They're really nice. I mean, they're older. They're not the new versions of them, but we bought them, and we went to go put them in the location, and they were too tall. So
They're
we didn't
huge. They are
yeah,
so
we-
big.
I had to
Yes.
sell them, and it sucks because I should have known. I didn't
What
think
teams
about
did
it.
you have?
They
did
were
you
the
have a-
NBA ones, like the really nice, like
yeah, but did
what-
you have
what
a
team?
Blazer one or was it just the generic?
just the
NBA?
generic NBA.
Oh,
Yeah, the NBA one, not the Blazer one. But once you put the rack on top with the net and the whole, like, I mean, it was like, I don't know, 15 feet tall or something crazy like that.
At least.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they're
it was
really big.
It didn't fit in the room, so we got it in there. Because we thought we were all excited, and we wheeled it in there. And I mean, and they're not light. I mean, they're super heavy, and got it in there. And we're like, wait a minute, we can't put the top on this thing. So that was kind of a bummer. But we were very excited about them. So be careful if you do order them for locations that you pay attention to how tall they are, because they're
Yeah.
a lot taller than you think.
Well, the one I ordered from Rainy was not. It's not that tall. Actually, it's not a very big. It's perfect for a smaller location because you're very limited. It's kind of like a mini, but it's not like kid size, but it's not huge. It's like if you ever go to the Chuck E. Cheese's and they have the ones that are medium size, where that's not like NBA height or anything like that. It's just like probably 6.5 foot, 7 foot tall.
Sure.
Yeah,
They're designed for kids.
yeah, teenagers and kids. Yeah.
Oh, do we get another super chat? This one coming in from Elite Claw Amusements. It says $2 super chat. Oh, we got another song lyric. The damn thing gone blind. Bam Balam. Man, the Bam Balam just gives it away. Everybody knows that's Black Betty.
I wouldn't know that.
You're good at that game. That's like
You know
your
what?
best game.
Remember, I'm a DJ. I'm a former DJ, so I
Yeah.
know a lot of songs, but I can never remember the group that sings that. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know either.
do they have any other songs? I don't think they do. Captain Namco says, I am not happy with National Entertainment Network. Either they are playing hardball with their machines and literally jamming plush in machines.
They just got bought. So they just got bought by another company. So maybe that'll change. Maybe they'll change the way they do things. But a lot of those companies, that's what they do. You know what I mean? They
Well,
make it hard to play.
It's all
So,
different people. I mean, it's such a big company that,
yeah.
I mean, the people that work at the one in Portland are amazing. They're some of the nicest people.
One's my neighbor, and he's a cool guy. He
Oh
likes
yeah,
people to win.
I remember
Yeah.
you telling me that. My dad's met him before.
Oh, really? Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a cool guy, and he wants people to win. He doesn't care. He's like, I want people. So he always makes this. So and he does the cute stuff like you do with the plush and stuff. He's got a very dry sense of humor.
Yeah.
And he really gets a kick out of working on the machines and stuffing them. So, yeah.
Keith in the comments says NEN was bought by Kittleton,
Yep.
which I know we've all heard some stories about Kittleton.
Yeah. They're coming everywhere.
Yep. So should we talk about the giveaway again? It's 7:15.
I've got the screen shared, ready to go.
Oh man, you're on it. Okay, here we go.
Who wants to talk about it this time, though? That's the question.
I could do it.
Go for it.
All right, guys. If you haven't already done so, there's a link in the description. Join the Discord, because in the Discord, there's a chance where you can enter in a drawing, a giveaway presented by CandyMachines.com, or I guess we're presenting it, but sponsored by CandyMachines.com, I guess you can say. Galaxy Games 843, Howard Hospitality Group, Jen Ven here has been helping us with presenting it, and Quick Play and myself. We're all talking about the Claw Crazy, which you should see on your screen right now. A super futuristic and more modern claw machine, ready for any claw location. It's only 31 inches big. It can fit good size plush. I would recommend up to maybe 5 to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 inches probably. You might be able to fit 12, that size claw. But anyways, it's ready to go. It'll be shipped to your door, and you can win this for free by joining the Discord, clicking on the Candy Machine giveaway tab, which has a little rocket ship, and you sign up right there. It takes like just a minute to do. You should really get your friends and families all involved and sign up for this, because why not? I mean, you could very much win this. This is a pretty serious prize. If you know that we do a random drawing, it'll be done at the end of the month, this July. So there's only a short amount of time, a couple weeks left to enter, like 3 weeks left. On the 2 weeks to enter. On the third week, it's to give away. So keep an eye on that. Yeah. Anyways, it comes with a 1-year warranty, and I have these type of machines in my arcade, which I absolutely love, and they crush it. I've put in some good plush in there, and everyone seems to have a positive response with this style machine. And I gotta say, with that Claw Crazy sign on top, it looks a lot better than what I used. So yeah, enter, win, and have fun, or lose. I don't know. Most of you will lose, but there will be a winner. It won't be me though. So
It won't be any of us.
I know, unfortunately. Oh my god.
Too funny. Oh, another one. Let's get another one. This one from Frosty Arcades, $1.99 super chat, says just placed an order for Halloween plush.
Smart
Man, yeah,
man.
guys, like
Did he get
like
it from
we are like halfway through July, which means before you know it,
Yeah.
football season is going to be here. I mean, we're just a couple weeks away from the preseason for NFL football. And then, of course, it's going to be fall time, so all your pumpkin spice stuff you'll be hearing all about. And then it's Halloween time.
Halloween never ends at our house.
I'm
Costco
sure.
already has Halloween stuff out, and
I bet.
A&A's been sending out emails for
That's
plush.
the other-
I was on A&A today, and I saw their Halloween themed
Get
plush.
it now, people. Get
Yeah.
it now. Have it ready for sure before they sell out. Smart, very smart, Frosty. Very smart. Order
I
it
was
now.
literally talking about this with my wife like 2 days ago. I'm like, oh my gosh, you realize we should be getting ready for Halloween season? And Christmas and all the holidays are following right behind it.
I was telling
That's
my
right.
boyfriend we need to get our costumes ready.
Yeah. David, why don't you take this one? Because we know
Oh.
you have the most and have been doing it the longest. So why don't you tell us?
Hi everyone. Oh, you, Jonathan. I mean, sorry.
Let Matt read it
Matt,
first.
yeah.
All right, I'll read it. So Zombie Slayer 95 says, "Hey everyone, what is the best claw machine to start a vending business?"
Oh boy. Well, there's different variables. To me, my very best one is the minis. I love the minis. The minis to me is the most affordable, the easiest to move around, to experiment with. It really depends on your area. I know Matt tried the minis, and when you have a state that's a little bit more like where you have to pay a fee and stuff for a sticker and a tag, maybe you want to go with the full side crane. But to get myself into the door of a location, which I have upgraded to larger machines before, a mini is like my absolute favorite. I have 99% of my route. Well, I don't know the percent exact. I'm just saying most of my route are mini claw machines. They are just amazing. The performance, the plush you can put in there are cheap, so it's really easy to get started with, and the cost wise too. So
Good answer. Yeah. So
For sure.
this from the man that's been doing it the longest out of all of us with the claw machines, and has grown a great business doing it for so long, and one of the first in the YouTube realm to put videos up about doing it and not knowing anything or having any help. You started the craze, so
yeah.
pretty awesome.
The
Very
minis,
cool.
man. Those minis. I remember when I first got that in. I spent $1,500 on my first mini. That's including the shipping. Got that sucker in. It was placed the very same day as I got it, because I had a location that wanted it, and it was a small mom and pop Mexican restaurant. I still have that location today, and it's just amazing how that machine. It's my original, and I retired it and I upgraded it to a Nix reader with a Mega Mini, but that machine is still like if I would have had it on location, there's no doubt it would still be running. Because I do have original machines still in like Filiberto's and other locations, and they're still running. Just never skip a beat. They're just as strong as ever. No, like
I
just
miss
other than
that
cleaning.
place.
Yeah,
Roberto's, California Burrito.
yeah. But man, I love those minis. Those are great machines.
Good answer.
Love it.
So I think we're all caught up on comments. Let's talk about our summer plans, everybody, and make our announcement about the live streams and all of that, because that's our big announcement for tonight. For I don't know who wants to make it, but
I think the host is going to make that.
okay. So we've all have a lot going on in our lives, and we have projects we're all working on. We've all been expanding quite a bit. We have vacations that we're going to be taking for the summer. We're going to Santa Barbara for a couple weeks, so we'll be gone. And it's just basically we've done this for, I mean, it's almost 2 years now, right?
Coming up on 2 years, yeah.
And so we decided, David, Matt, and I, and Jen, now that she's in with us and can't get out, that we're going to take a little hiatus after this giveaway on July 31st. Just till the end of summer, probably. We're not exactly sure when we'll come back and resume the live streams. But we wanted to take a little bit of time off and just kind of work on our businesses and our projects and stuff that we got going on. And it's a lot of time and effort that we have to do to kind of do this. And it takes up, a whole evening during the week. And we're all been pretty busy. So...
Yeah. Plus, we think this is a good time to do it because number one, so like it's summertime, so everyone's out doing their thing. Like we've noticed the viewership for this stream is it's down overall, about 50% down. So I'm sure that a lot of people are busy and doing their summertime stuff right now, which is totally understandable. So probably a good time to try this out to see how it goes.
So we're gonna take a little bit of a break, and then we got. We got coming up. I mean, then we'll be getting geared up for the end of the year, the beginning of the next year, and MBVA. So we know we want to get back into it and get everybody ready for the show that's coming up that everybody loves so much. Plus, IAPA's coming up in November, so
That's right.
We got a lot to talk about for that. So we just figured it's a good time to kind of take a break for a little bit and then come back a few months later and then figure out what we want to do, and maybe even spice it up, change it up a little bit. We don't know. We're gonna talk about it, but it's been a lot of weeks. I mean, we haven't missed a week yet. I don't think ever in almost 2 years. So that's pretty awesome. So
For sure.
If I could add to that, I was actually talking to Jonathan about this a little bit. So when we have some time, I wanted to make an announcement in the Discord, and I don't know how the community would feel about this, but since there'll be no live stream, maybe set Wednesdays aside, and this is optional for those who want to do a Discord game day every once in a while. And I'll make announcements and stuff if we can commit to that. But where Discord members could play the little poker game or the mini golf game. That's like the Mario Kart mini golf game, and just have a little community say hi, but not necessarily do a live stream. Maybe I'll post a link and invite people. Well, everyone's invited. It's just like I know there's probably limited space and how many people can go into one mini golf game. So, but
Yeah.
I thought that'd be fun to play with the community again. We used to do that. That was really popular.
the mini golf
Yeah.
is super fun when you get a
Yeah,
bunch
for
of
sure.
people in there playing, and go ahead.
I was just going to say, we just want to stress, this isn't a forever thing. This is just kind of like a little summer break. So just so you guys know.
Yeah.
Elite Claw Amusement says, hit a like on the stream. That's right. Help other people find the stream, guys. We got another one. This one from Frosty Arcades, another $1.99 super chat. Says, do large machines make more money than minis? They can. They do for me anyway.
Yeah. I think. Go ahead.
I was going to say I have machines with large and minis locations. It's really interesting. Large are a lot easier because minis get emptied out a lot faster. Large are more passive than minis. However, my minis tend to outsell my large for the most part. But it also just depends on there are certain areas where my large will outdo my minis too.
There's so many different variables. Prizes, locations, foot traffic. I mean, there's so many things that play a factor into that.
Also, the employees that are there.
Right.
Yeah.
If I were to go back to locations, I love how I got so many meetings out there, but there are opportunities where some of my locations, I can go around and upgrade to a large. I wouldn't say no to that, because sometimes we're so busy. It's like, oh my gosh, I was just here 3 days ago and you just sold out. Like, are you kidding me?
It's funny you say that about the employees, Jen. So I placed the Happy House at the pizza location tonight, right? Yeah, we took the toy taxi out. We put the Happy House in there. Literally, so we went in, we ordered some food. While they were making the food, we did all the swap. And then literally, as soon as they brought us our food and we sat down to eat, there they were all over the machine. So it's funny that you say the employees, because that's so true.
Those modern cranes, they are really loved by the kids. They're just, it's like when you turn on those little neat lights and the bugs fly to it.
Yes.
Speaking of that, today my one ball crane, oh my goodness, it had so many bugs in it. The ball crane was empty, but just in the bottom, it was just covered with bugs, and I was like, "Oh, that is disgusting."
You should see my outside crane. That doesn't do so well outside. They love the
I'm sure not. I'm sure not.
I go there and I'm always grossed out. I need to start bringing like rubber gloves because the amount of bugs. And I'm like, I feel so bad. Who wins the plush? I mean, when I just service it, it's fine probably for a first week, but like people are still playing it. Like today, last time I serviced it was a few weeks ago. The people are still playing it, and they're putting in $5 bills, $10 bills, and I'm like to myself, man, if you win a toy right now, you're just gonna get like a bug kill toy. It's gross. So I gotta come up with something different. I was thinking about like those spinner games, like free spin.
Yeah.
So I thought if I replace that outside crank with a spinner, because the toys are and they're hanging up, they're not sitting on the ground collecting all the bugs. So I was thinking maybe a spinner machine. Like
Yeah, but then people will see all the bugs.
Well, I was thinking about still, decorating the ground, like put some carpet down or something like that. Yeah, there's stuff I thought about that and trying to decorate with stuff and maybe put some toys in bags, like clear bags so they can see it, make it look like it was new. And then obviously just have the spinner spin the toys around, and then it's like, okay, well, I don't have to deal with
Do you have weather stripping on it?
I don't, but I always say I need to get weather stripping. It's just every time it's really too late because it's 120 degrees. So when I get there, my mindset is collect the money, clean the bugs, and get back inside and not die. I time myself. I have my car
Not
outside.
die.
And
Yes.
I do that really fast. I clean it really fast. I don't put forth the effort like I normally do in a normal claw machine on the outside one during the summer. And then I get back inside and into the food court, and I'm like, okay, I'll take my time in here now because it's nice air conditioning, and I'll just enjoy collecting money in there so much more. But yeah, I hate heat. Heat is awful.
So November, maybe weather strip it in November.
That's what I'm thinking. Well, my renewal, I believe, is actually October, and I have to decide whether I want to keep it or not. And I think I do because I was going through the numbers. It's very profitable machine, so I'm surprised.
No, they're not. PA Pokemon polls. He says, "Hey, bugs are people too." No, they're not.
I saw a Bug's Life. I do like a Bug's Life. That had nothing to do with what you said.
He also says in his best Ralph Wiggum's voice, "I want a cockroach." I can't do Ralph Wiggum's voice, so
I don't
can
even.
anyone do Ralph Wiggum's voice?
No.
I don't know who that is.
He's a character. He's a character from The Simpsons. He talks in a real high pitched voice.
I wasn't allowed to watch it as a kid, so
Well, there's
Me
that.
either. Hey Jen, are we the same age?
yep,
Or am I older? How old are you? Are you allowed to say? Or can we text it? Should
we're
we
the
text
same age. We're within
Oh.
a year.
it? Okay. So it's like, yeah, because I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons either. I was too young, I guess. So,
Yeah, my mom was like, "No."
Yeah.
Well, they're still on.
I still listen to my mom.
We watch Family Guy. We love Family Guy. We watch that a lot. I've never really got into The Simpsons too much. I thought they're okay, but it's,
I'll eat a
don't-
donut in Simpson Land, but I'm not into the Simpsons.
I love the Simpsons arcade machine. That's a different story.
Yes.
So, I did play that. Ninja Turtles, Simpsons. Those were two of the best beat 'em ups.
Those two games I think brought back arcades in the 90s. It was those two games first, then Street Fighter 2 and the Mortal Kombat series that kind of revived the whole arcade scene in the 90s because it was popular in the early 80s, then in the late 80s it really started to fade.
Yeah.
But those games brought it back.
yeah, like Double Dragon, because it reminds me of Double Dragon and those games. When The Simpsons came out, it sort of reminded me of those fighting games like that. 'Cause those
Beat 'em
were
ups,
really
they're called. Those are classified as beat 'em
Beat 'em
up
ups.
games.
My thing was
yeah.
like attacking me. Oh, I ran. I'm like, why is it laying on
Whoa, what is the green screen doing? It's like dancing back there.
I know it's attacking me. I had the air conditioning kicked on and it started falling on me.
Guys, it's also a comedy show. Welcome.
Seriously,
We'll be here all night.
I was being attacked.
Level Up Vending, you and me are best friends now, because this is
What about Gauntlet? Great arcade game.
that
one of
is
my
a
favorite
great
games of all time.
I really enjoyed it when it became Gauntlet Legends and Dark Legends because that's when I discovered RPG.
needs
And you could, yeah, I know.
love that
You
game.
are greedy.
And then Dino says X-Men arcade game was amazing. PA Pokemon Polls agrees. But you know what's funny? So X-Men, Simpsons, Turtles, really all kind of just the same game, right? I mean,
Yeah.
same cabinet, same layout. Just
X-Men had
they were all
right?
side-scrolling beat 'em ups.
X-Men added 6-player.
There
co-op.
was a 6-player version that used 2 screens, and it was huge. Yes.
Yeah. That's
Well,
the one that
isn't
I had at
they
my
all
local
were-
golf land.
They were all 4-way switches, or were they 6? Or I mean, 8.
I want to say they were 8-way on those games
8-way. Okay.
because you could jump diagonal.
Okay.
Oh.
boy.
Wait till MBVA, guys. Get to MBVA and you get to play all the newest games. And
I want to play that NBA Jam, and then I might buy
It'll
it.
be there, I'm sure. Same with IAPA. It'll be at IAPA too, I'm sure.
Oh,
I'm
you
sure there'll
guys
be a
have
lot
no
of people
idea
looking
how.
at that
Yeah, I
game.
liked what's the mailman one where he threw the newspaper?
Paperboy.
Paperboy.
Yeah.
Paperboy.
Oh,
I
yeah, that
had
was
that.
fun.
I love
My
that
always
uncle
game.
had
loved-
an arcade in his house, and my dad did too. But I liked my uncle's because he had Batman Begins, and then he had the Paperboy.
Yeah, I love Paperboy.
I love the 80s and early 90s and stuff, how inventive they were on making arcade cabinets. Like, they just really put their heart and soul in those cabinets and made such great art and designs. Like, there's one where I just remember there was a goggle and you're like looking through the goggles and you're shooting like the missiles at the boat. And all
Battle
that.
Zone, yes.
Yeah.
So I just put up a
think they-
picture of the X-Men 6 player. If you want to share it, yeah. This is just off of Reddit right here, but you can see it's like huge. And what's funny, so there's 2 screens here, but what you don't know is one is mounted here, the other is mounted down at the bottom, and there's a mirror here. But it blends seamlessly to make it one big screen.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Most people don't. But this is one of the largest arcade cabinets out there. It's so big.
I remember it. Oh my gosh. I never got to play this one because it was always, when I went to Golfland, they had the 6-player one, and it was always like, people were always on it, and I couldn't get there. I was just a kid then, and it was like I couldn't get to play it. So I played Ninja Turtle, Double Dragon, and Buster Brothers, and all those other games.
Yeah.
I think the Halo that's kind of set up like that is pretty awesome.
That game is pretty
Mhm.
sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so big. It's so wide. It's just giant. That's a really
And
cool game too.
I'd put a plug for the TV show. I really like that TV show.
Me too.
Hey, you ever played the Jurassic Park one that came out with like a few years back, like 9 years ago?
The shooter.
Yeah, like I love the original Jurassic Park, but they made a remake one like in 2016, I think.
Yeah. There's one in my actually in my local mall. They're probably paying $700 a month for the floor space.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure. What's funny though, I actually have an original Miss Pac-Man arcade game right here that I'm working on right now. So I'm still working on arcade games too.
Nice.
Yeah, it's actually really nice condition.
Well,
too.
I
Like
couldn't believe how much you knew when I was trying to fix that Simpsons game, and I called you on the phone. You're like, "Oh yeah, blah 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 blah." I'm like, "How do you know so much stuff? Like your brain it's like Jen with her bulk." You guys have so much knowledge.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
arcade games is where I got my start. That's how I learned everything else I know, by buying an arcade game that was broken and researching and fixing, and just more and more I got better and better at fixing stuff like that. So
You just have to be really careful with those because those screens are so dangerous.
the CRTs, yeah, you got to know what you're doing for sure.
Yeah, they're really dangerous.
They can hold 30,000 volts.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
So basically, I have this location that this is the place I'm going to be putting the basketball games in there, right? Anyways, they have a bunch of old arcades in there, and the owner doesn't want them in there. They want the claw room basically with the basketball, and so they want to get rid of the vending side and give it to me, but they want to sell their equipment. They have a Pac-Man. Original, I think it's original. Probably, I don't know. And Donkey Kong, the one that you have in your house, the blue Donkey Kong wrap one. And then they have like 2 Cruising Worlds upgraded LCD screens. And they're
Some
in
people
good
would
shape.
say that's not upgraded. Some people would say that's a downgrade. Just FYI. Just FYI.
I love LCD over
Our
that.
cruisers still have the original screens in them, which is pretty cool. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
The color's really great on all 4 of those. Then they have like a Buck Hunt. They have a couple other machines like Street Fighter. They do have a multi-cade one, but they have a few other machines and the air hockey table. They want to get rid of it. I offered them $3,000, and they might take it. So
depending on condition, depending on, I would definitely need to see pictures, but so far it sounds like your offer it would be a good deal for you.
that's what I was saying. Like I told them, I told them up front, I'm like, I think you can get more if you sell this on the open market and stuff like that. But I'm like, I'm not really interested in these machines. Moreover, I just would take them and move them out and put my own machines in there. I'd probably keep the air hockey table and probably keep the Cruising World there. And I don't know. I was thinking, I don't know what to do with Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong and Pac-Man. I may just...
Donkey Kong sounded the most interesting to me.
It looked like they were in pretty decent shape.
It's only the greatest arcade game ever.
I know. Next time I'll take some pictures and
take some pictures, but also get some pictures of the insides, because a lot of people the original board doesn't work, so they'll get an
Mess with them.
aftermarket board or something like that. So yeah,
Oh,
there's a lot that goes into it.
I don't know if they'll let me get pictures of that because I don't own the machines. But after if I do buy them, which I think I will, I'll get some pictures of the inside. And you see, Matt, because you obviously
Yeah.
know.
I may know a thing or two.
Yeah, may know a thing or two. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but some of those, like the Pac-Man, I don't know what condition the one you got was,
It might be a Mrs. Pac-Man now that I think of it. Actually,
but some of them are so gnarly inside.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially on the bottom, because the bottoms of those are made with particle board and not plywood. So if they saw any hint of water, they'll be spongy and shredded wheat.
Interesting. That's I didn't know that. I'll send some pictures when I go back over there.
Yeah, just text me some pictures.
This conversion into I'm going to be using the Kiosoft KioPlay system in this place, and I got to convert all these machines to the Kiosoft card system, and then put my claw room together. So that's the
Nice.
plan. Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, I wanted to show you, ask you about that. When I get pictures, I'll show you. So.
Okay. Made of Triscuits.
That's kind of what it looks like when it gets wet. It looks like
Yeah.
wet Triscuits. Yeah, it's gross. I've
Yeah, I
replaced
was-
many bases of cabinets.
The one I owned for a little while, it had so many holes on the back that just like tons of like bugs would get into it.
Yeah, I'm quite common. It's quite common to find dead bugs or things like that inside arcade games. It's a heat source. It's a light source. So yeah, spiders especially.
Dang. I know that we bought used stuff and we didn't know what we were doing, and so your advice of looking inside, but unless you know what you're looking at, it doesn't matter if you look inside, because I wouldn't have been able to tell until I called the company to get some help with a couple things, and they're like, well, where's this and where's that, and that stuff's not even in there anymore, that it got removed or changed, or and so you end up, it just sucks, because you really need to find stuff that hasn't been messed with, but they're so old that they have to be messed with, you know what I mean, in order to keep them going. But instead of repairing them with the right parts or keeping them true to their original quality, like, people just find it, inexpensive ways to do stuff, and they end up bypassing a bunch of stuff. So I don't know, it's hard in getting parts for things are hard anymore, so you really gotta look into it.
It's really not if you know where to look. It's hard to get parts for rare games, that's true. But for things like Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, I can point you in the right direction any day.
Does it look like I'm flipping off? Like I'm
Can't see. Hold on, let me get rid of this comment.
I know that. No, the comment was making it look like I was flipping off. I thought.
Kind of, yeah, kind of.
I
It also looked like your eyes were censored out, like we were protecting your identity.
Oh yeah, I was gonna be like, I'm putting the screenshot like, oh shoot, I'm really behind. I put it in the Discord. Does this? Oh, you can't even tell my screenshot.
Jesse wants to know, which do you like better, Nyax or Kiosoft? I've only used Nyax, so that's all I can say.
Same.
Jesse, give us a call, and I can go over. I'm actually working on a video right now to kind of cover that subject. But give us a call. Give me a call. Our number's on our website, or on our down below in the description and stuff, and I'll talk to you about the differences, because there's quite a few differences, and it just kind of depends on what you're looking for, because they're different products. So they do the same thing, but the way they go about doing it is different. So give us a call and I can go over it. It's a long conversation, so when you have time, give me a call, and I'm more than willing to go over it with you.
Yeah, we're in that last 15-minute mark, so it's time to talk about the giveaway one more time, guys. Does anyone else want to take it?
You're the man. You got the voice.
All right, guys. All right, guys. So take a look at your screen. Obviously, we've talked about this a couple times tonight. We're going to talk about it one more time, but we are giving away a 31-inch Crazy Claw machine. So David from Xtreme Vending, myself, Matt from Galaxy Games 843, Eli and Cody from Quick Play, and Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group all working together with Andy and the team over at candymachines.com to give away the Claw Crazy Claw Machine. So guys, like I said, this is not a mini machine. It's not even a medium machine. This is a full-size 31-inch claw machine. Rimless corners. It's got those awesome, like, you can see all the way around it. There's nothing in the way. Bright, beautiful LEDs. I mean, just look at that picture. Even the prize out area is lit up. It's so awesome. Your customers are going to see this machine from 1 mile away, and we are going to give one of these away. So we're going to give it away on July. Wow, July 31st. I was at January for some reason, but it's July 31st, which is just a couple weeks away. And all you guys need to do to register is just fill out a simple form, which you can find on our Discord server. So if you're not yet a member of the Discord, scroll on down to the description, find the link, join the Discord. Once you're in, find the tab on the left-hand side that's got the rocket ship and says, I'm going to quote it for you one more time. It says, giveaway Candy Machines. Wow, why is it? Okay, hold on. There we go. Giveaway Candy Machines Claw Crazy 31-inch claw machine. Inside there's a link. Click on that link. It's going to take you right to the form. Fill out that form, and then you are registered to win that Claw Crazy Claw Machine from candymachines.com. One more time, we're giving it away on July 31st, which is just a couple weeks away. So make sure you guys get signed up.
Nice.
It is nice.
I want one so bad. They're really nice. I know David's, man. He's killing it with his. So, very cool.
Dude, man, I just look at my cells and it's amazing. Like I know I'm not hitting the numbers like I wanted to, but like it's still like it's fun.
Just so everybody knows, I mean, I think everybody's down this summer. I don't think everybody's hitting numbers like they did last summer.
It's not just sales though. Like YouTube's down. I mean, even the stream. Like I said, the viewers are down on this stream. You know, we're down like 50%. So I just think it's this time of year. People are doing their thing, right? They're out at the lake. They're out at the beach. They're out having barbecues. They're out, doing things with family. Like. It's
and
just
the heat, where we're at, people just don't want to go out.
This
like,
summer,
definitely, yes.
Yeah, this summer's been a hot one for us.
For sure.
Like last summer, oh my gosh, I was like praising. I'm like, Arizona, this is the best Arizona summer of my whole life. I'm like, this is the greatest year.
Yeah, you were
ever.
having awesome weather last summer, and we're just, 115 has never been that hot here. And it's horrible. So.
You're as hot as me, and I didn't think that was possible, but yeah, we're at 115 as well, and it hasn't really cooled down. There's been no good storms, so
yeah.
I do like Jen's setup too.
Yeah, Grab Bag Vending says Jen's setup looks so cool. I also noticed that you didn't have these at first, but the LED lights are now on.
Yeah,
Jen,
look at that.
That's cool. That's cool. Very cool.
Man,
it's like you're in the
fancy lady.
you're in the Enterprise back there. It's so
the
cool
Enterprise.
See, and then here you go. Here's a good example.
Gobi to turn them on.
Yeah, they look awesome. And here's an example of depends on where you live.
Cassandra says tourist season in northern Idaho sales are great.
It's
Yeah.
true.
The
My
weather's
Denver
probably
outlet
great
is
there too.
awesome.
Yeah, I'll bet the weather's great there. Right.
So I mean, it really depends on where you live and what's going on. But here, you can. Yeah, you could right now, Waco. Like it's that hot. You could cook.
Waco
an egg
says
on
you can cook an egg on the sidewalk. Or have you seen those people that bake cookies on the dashboard of their car? Like crazy stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've totally seen it.
Or garbage cans melting.
Yes. Or I've seen like street signs melting, or like the plastic around the street lights melting, stuff like that. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, Arizona, that's like a common thing, a joke, or like people just crack an egg and stick it on the sidewalk or something like that, and you just see it cook.
Just fry on the sidewalk, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So I guess somebody's asking, Frosty Arcade's asked, or do large machines make more than smaller machines? And somebody's asking, can we elaborate more on that question? I think it depends on your location, and I think it depends on what you put in the machines. And like David said, like he'll have, mini machines that'll do better than his bigger machines. So we've gotten good at buying the right stuff for our machines. And so our big machines do as well as our little machines, but our little machines do pretty darn good for how small they are and everything. And it really amounts to what you put in it. But people definitely do want to win big stuff. But I think a combo of the two is the best way to go. Unless you can only have one, then big I think is more attractive. But our little machines do well just as well as our big machines. I don't know about you, Matt. You just now got a couple little machines, so I don't know.
I've got one right now, and honestly, like, I think every location is different. Every foot traffic is different. All your customers are different. But like for example, like the pizza shop, the location where I just showed that machine earlier, where I have a Happy House machine in there now. I had an OG Mini in there. It was doing about $60 a month. But when I moved it to a bigger machine, it went up to a couple $100 a month. So it just depends on the location and your prizes and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I mean, David's and Jen, like, they're amazing at what they put in their machines. And Jen's probably the best out of all of us. And so you have a lot of minis and you have large machines, Jen. What do you think does better for you? Do you think the bigger ones or the smaller ones?
It's a interesting question because I've actually been thinking about it a lot lately. I have a local chain, and 2 of the locations have bigger machines but smaller stuff in them, and they're almost even. And I think it's kind of an interesting dichotomy of, like, I think it just really depends on if that's the only thing there, then they're gonna play it.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. But I think if you have, like, I have a couple places where I have big and a little, or I have 2 big machines, one has little stuff in it. Usually the big one will do a little bit better. Not always, but usually. With the bigger plush. And I know that at the place where I have the smaller stuff in a big machine, and I have 4 of their locations, I know that the employees like the stuff that's bigger. They're like, why can't you switch it so that we have the bigger stuff? And I'm like, because I like doing the little stuff.
Yeah.
And for me, it does the same. And my profit margin is better on the little stuff.
So we run into the issue too, like when our ratios, we're running lower ratios on we're an average of 1:6 to 1:8 on most of our mini claw machines, and with the bigger stuff we're running 1:10 to 1:12. So people aren't winning as much in the bigger machines because the prizes are so much more expensive that we have to get more plays out of them. So I feel like having the lower ratio, more winners, going through more prizes, I think that's a better way to go, honestly. But like you said, it just depends. So they do. I
feel better about it too.
Yeah, me too. That's what I mean. Is that feeling for us is like, oh, I never win on that machine, or and especially when it's at a location where it always has the same people working in there or coming to that location and stuff. They're gonna it builds its own like reputation, that machine, and you don't want to have that reputation. Like every single one of our minis, every location that we have, they said your machine is the only one we win. Everywhere else we go, we don't win in anybody else's machine. I mean, we don't know why yours is so great, but every time I play it, if I play it once or twice, I'm winning, and that's a good feeling, So I don't know. I'm all about the minis when it comes to that kind of stuff. So it just depends.
Say it with me, everyone. Remember, say it with me. Winners create players. Really, guys, you guys left me hanging. All right.
Yeah. Winners make players. Yeah.
Did you ever watch Pee Wee's Playhouse? You so look like, what was his name? The little, Jambi. Yeah, that was it, Jambi. I used to watch Pee Wee's Playhouse and PA Pokemon Pool said Mecha like
I remember.
Heidi Ho.
Was it Samuel L. Jackson or is that who? Or Lawrence Fishburne?
It was
Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah,
was the cowboy.
As a cowboy, yeah. Oh my God, I used to love that show. So
I think I got it. I got the screenshot I wanted. Okay, I'm putting this on the Discord.
Oh my God.
Did you wrap yourself in your green screen too?
Yeah. He's been like draping it around himself like a cape.
Okay.
It's amazing.
So we only have like 5 minutes left, you guys. If you have any last questions, let us know. Make sure that contact us if you have any questions about anything, you need help with anything. Make sure you subscribe to Galaxy Games 843's YouTube channel, David at Xtreme Vending's YouTube channel. If you could find Jen's YouTube channel, subscribe to her YouTube channel too.
It's GenVend. It's at GenVend.
Yes, make sure you put the @ symbol in front of it. That's what was holding me up earlier. That darn @ symbol.
Yeah, use the @ symbol at GenVend. Fixes or just at GenVend?
It's just at GenVend. I switched it so that it's just at GenVend.
Okay, so you can find her channel and then barrage her with please make video comments on there for her.
There's nothing to barrage when there's nothing that posted there. You can't comment on nothing.
I think Matt was my first subscriber.
That's awesome.
Yay, I found you.
Okay, subscribe.
That's
I
right.
can't do that. I don't know how to do stuff on my computer. Yeah, this new computer is too fancy for me. I'm still trying
It's
to
too
figure it out.
fancy. He's too old school.
But yeah, visit our website. We got lots of cool stuff on there for vendors to purchase, and we'd love to help you with any questions. You can always call us. Make sure everybody subscribes to Jen's channel, Matt's, and David's.
Thank you, Waco.
Make sure you join the Discord. 100%. It's the best move you'll ever make in the vending industry. Then you need to go and join the MBVA. That's the second best move you'll ever make in the industry. So those two things should be at the top of your list. It's really inexpensive to join MBVA, and with the new seminar or the new webinars and stuff coming up, you're going to get lots of knowledge thrown at you, which is great. And then you get to go to the conference, and you get 2 passes to go to the show as part of your membership. So that's pretty awesome.
Depending on the level. If you're a level 1, you don't. But
okay,
yes.
so yeah,
Yes.
and then also you get discounts on hotel. So it's definitely worth joining, and you get it for the whole year. So it's awesome. And other than that, make sure you go to Discord. Make sure you enter to win. Thank you, Candy Machines, for the giveaway. And make sure you guys all do that. And then we have a super chat real fast.
One last-minute super chat getting snuck in at the end. Mike from 720 Vending. You can tell the stream's almost over because my voice is getting messed up. 720 Vending with a $5 super chat says, hope everyone is having a great week. Love my new location.
Congrats, buddy.
Yes.
You deserve it. You're such a good guy.
So
I
Denard
got
has
6 subscribers.
Yay.
Look at that.
Hey, see, it's working. You'll have 7 here in a second
Now,
when I get done.
could you imagine if you posted some content on there? What the possibilities could be?
Almost dropped something. So we're good. We're good, guys.
I know a video editor too, Jen, if you need some help.
Yeah, I know 2. I know you and another one.
And I'm horrible at it, so don't look at me. I'm not good at making videos. So it's a lot of work. So other than that, I think we'll wrap it up, guys. Anything else you want to say before we go?
Nope. Just thanks again, guys, for again joining us week after week. Even though we're going to be taking a hiatus after July 31st, we still appreciate all the time you spent with us, all the comments, all the super chats, all the likes, all the subscribes, all the support. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank
All right,
you.
guys.